Have you ever wondered how much Tesla stock will be worth in the coming years? Amidst economic issues, Tesla continues to pave its way to more success. You surely would not want to miss this. A lot of experts have been sharing their valuations for Tesla stock in the next few years. While some have quite great expectations for the EV company stocks, others are playing it safe by giving conservative predictions. Others based their opinions mostly on the revenues and how it will pan out for the company from here on. One YouTube content creator formulated quite a detailed prediction for Tesla stock in the coming years. In terms of vehicle delivery, he predicts about 1.4 million deliveries for 2022. He added that it may be less than that due to the shutdown of the Shanghai factory, but he explained that it will be at least near that number. In 2023, when there is no unforeseen problem like the hitch in production in the Shanghai factory, he believes that Tesla will be able to deliver around 2.2 million vehicles, which signifies a monstrous growth of 60%. In 2024, he expects 50% growth on top of that and will deliver 3.3 million vehicles. He expects yet another 50% growth in 2025 with over 5 million vehicles delivered. By 2026, he expects a slowdown in growth to only 40%, but he expects delivery of more than 7 million vehicles. In 2027, he expects growth to be still at 40%, but deliveries will be almost 9.9 million. Still, with a 40% growth in 2028, he expects a massive vehicle delivery of over 10 million. In 2029, he expects a slower growth at 30%, but with 18 million vehicles delivered, he explained that it is because the bigger the number, the harder it gets to maintain that high percent advantage of growth. By 2030, he expects Tesla to deliver 20 million vehicles, exactly their goal, at 20% to 30% growth. Now, let's talk about the price-earnings ratio, also known as the PE ratio or PE, which is the ratio of a company's share price to the company's earnings per share. This plays a big role in the stock price predictions over the years. Note that the base price in the following predictions is Tesla's stock price post-stock split. This is still based on the aforementioned detailed prediction from a content creator. According to him, the PE in 2022 is 100, which he believes is where we are at now. He also believes that Q3 and Q4 will bring monstrous results. More than that, he is optimistic that by Q4, this recession will be a whole lot easier to manage. I believe what's going to happen is that interest pitch will start to go down on the decline because we are going to be in a light recession. It's not going to be a heavy one, he said. Given a 100 PE, Tesla's stock price will be $438 per share with a market cap of almost $1.4 trillion. By 2023, he predicts a PE of 75, which equates to a stock price of $727 per share with a market cap of $2 trillion. 2 years from now, in 2024, he expects PE to be 70, which makes the stock price $970 per share with a market cap of almost $3.2 trillion. In 2025, he sees the PE at 65, which makes the stock price almost $1,500 per share with a market cap of almost $5 trillion. In 2026, he predicts a PE of 60, which equates to a stock price of more than $2,200 per share with a market cap of $7.5 trillion. By 2027, he predicts the PE to be 55, which makes the stock price almost $3,000 per share with a market cap of more than $10 trillion. In 2028, he predicts a PE of 50, which equates to a stock price of almost $4,000 per share with a market cap of $14 trillion. And if that's not massive enough, he predicts a market cap of over $15.5 trillion due to a 40 PE, which makes the stock price worth $4,311 per share. By the end of the decade in 2030, he assumes a PE of around 40 to 45, which makes the stock price $4,442 per share and a market cap of over $16 trillion. At this point, some may say that these numbers are pretty unrealistic, especially since the US GDP right now is $21 to $22 trillion, and perhaps by 2030 it will be $30 trillion. To explain, although Tesla is a US company, it is also considered an international company since they have gigafactories in Shanghai and Berlin, not to mention the US. There are talks of more factories in Indonesia, Brazil, and the UK. Because of that, a $16 trillion market cap is possible for Tesla, but it will be split among the respective countries. Assuming 20 or 30% will be allotted in the US, then the US will benefit 30% of the $16 trillion. And if in turn another 30% is for China, then another 30% of the $16 trillion will be allotted to China, and the process continues and so forth. Of course, even experts have varying viewpoints when it comes to Tesla stock price prediction in the coming years. According to experts, Tesla stock could reach $1,200 in 2022 if it grows by 35% over the year. That's the average growth estimate from a group of over 30 analysts, but it should be noted that not everyone agrees. One of the most bearish predictions comes from JP Morgan's team of analysts, who set their December 2022 target at $250. The same 35% growth estimate would have Tesla at around $1,600 by 2023. Some forecasts are even more bullish, predicting annual growth of 70%, which would see the price at $2,600 by the end of 2023. Most longer-term Tesla stock forecasts have the stock priced at between $1,000 and $5,000. You should note that predictions beyond the next couple of years are more speculative, but it is possible to estimate the size of the electric vehicle market and price Tesla accordingly. ARK Investment Management had a price target of $1,400 for 2024, which they have since suggested might be on the low side. Many predictions are based on the fact that Tesla expects to increase its sales by 50% annually, which would help the company to keep increasing its share price by thousands of dollars. $3,000 is one price target for Tesla in 2025, based on their share of the EV market growing considerably over the next few years. ARK analyst estimated that the company could sell around 10 million cars by then, a 20 times increase on its 2020 performance. Cathie Wood-led firm ARK Invest, however, presented an updated valuation model that shows Tesla shares valued at $4,600 by 2026 from its 2021 open-source Tesla model that outlined their expected value of $3,000 per share in 2025. They updated their stance due to material changes, including autonomous ride-hail assumptions and inputs, capital efficiency estimates, and the forecast has been pushed forward by 1 year to 2026. Others predict that 2024 to 2028 would bring a significant increase. Tesla's price would move from $569 to $1,263, which is up 122%. Tesla will start 2024 at $569, then soar to $673 within the first 6 months of the year and finish 2024 at $758. That means plus 175% from today. Perhaps the most optimistic prediction of all has the Tesla share price at around $45,000 by 2030, a 50-fold increase on the 2021 figure. The company would be worth $1.5 trillion by that reckoning. In 2029 to 2033, the Tesla price is predicted to rise from $1,263 to $1,582, which is plus 25%. Tesla will start 2029 at $1,263, then soar to $1,289 within the first half of the year and finish 2029 at $1,316. It is about plus 377% from today. That said, investors should look at the competition and what they are doing to determine if their vehicles may eventually eat up a portion of Tesla's pie. According to data from the Kelley Blue Book, an Irvine, California-based vehicle valuation and automotive research company, Tesla's vehicles accounted for 75% of sales in units of electric cars in the U.S. in the first 3 months of 2022. However, Tesla is also looking to become a major player in other places, such as China and Europe, where it will have to compete with other automaker giants. Wallet Investor, a third-party forecasting service, has estimated a Tesla 5-year forecast averaging at $2,588.10, more than doubling its current price. Another algorithm-based forecasting service, GovCapital, had a baseline Tesla stock 5-year forecast of $4,400.11 by early August 2027. Both estimations indicated a sizable upside potential for Tesla within the next 5 years. However, many things can happen during that period to affect the price. It is important to bear in mind that analyst and algorithm-based predictions can be wrong. They are based on an analysis of the Tesla share price history. Past performance never guarantees future results. Traders are encouraged to perform adequate due diligence on the company before making any trading decision. There is also the issue of unforeseen dilemmas that may arise at any time, which greatly affects the stock price. Finally, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Hit the subscribe button to be updated on more Tesla stock price predictions.